Hello beautiful Gluebookers. A few months ago I started making videos of my Gluebooks and posting them here on my channel. But then I realized I never actually explained what a Gluebook is. So in this video I thought I'd take some time to talk about it while I flip through a view of mine. I'm Deborah. Welcome back to the Collage table. Today I'm talking about what a Gluebook is, why people make them, and why I think they're such a fun and calming way to create. At its simplest, a Gluebook is just what it sounds like, a book where you glue things in. Pictures, photos, magazine clippings, word scraps, labels, anything flat that catches your eye. You can use a glue stick, tape, whatever works. It doesn't have to be complicated. Most of the time I go through magazines or old books and pull out anything I like. Things that speak to me or just make me happy when I look at them. I'll often save junk mail, store catalogs, postcards, or bits of product packaging. If it's interesting or has a nice image, it can go in my Gluebook. If you need ideas, I have a video with 20 free things you can use, so definitely check that out. My own style leans pretty vintage. I love kitschy cute things, mid-century modern, old perfume bottles and makeup ads, but I also often glue in plants, interiors, fashion illustrations. Honestly, it's a mix, and everyone's aesthetic will be different, and that's what makes Gluebooks fun. The best part is that there are no rules. Your Gluebook is yours, and you decide what goes in it and where it goes. There's no right or wrong way to do it. For me, Gluebooking is also really relaxing. It helps me slow down when my mind is busy and when I'm feeling anxious. It's almost like therapy, just sitting with paper, scissors, and glue. I've talked more about that in my video on anxiety and Gluebooking if you're curious about all that. But people often ask how Gluebooking is different from junk journaling, and they're very similar. But I say junk journals usually include writing, like diary entries, thoughts, or notes. And for me, a Gluebook is more about the images. So that said, what you glue in also often reflects where you are in life. So it can still feel like a visual journal of your thoughts and moods. So junk journal, Gluebooking, very similar. Now, what do you use as a Gluebook? I get that question a lot too, like what do I glue my stuff in? Like pretty much you can use anything. Some people like sketchbooks or regular composition notebooks. I personally love using and altering old books. And hold up, before the book police comes after me, don't worry. I don't use rare or precious books. Most of mine come from the thrift shops, usually from the pile of books headed for recycling or the ones that have just been sitting forgotten for years. Giving them a new purpose feels like giving them new life. When I start out and prep a book, I usually take out some pages or glue a few of them together so it's sturdier. I have a video on how to start a Gluebook if you like to see how I do that step by step. Sometimes I keep my Gluebooks completely random, but other times I'll make them with a theme. I've done color themes like an all pink book or rainbow spreads where each page is a different color. I've made must Gluebooks where each spread is filled with one type of thing like all watches or all flowers. I'm currently working on a small travel Gluebook and one focused on fashion. And then there are my Anything Goes books, which are probably my favorite ones because I never know what they'll become. I will link all these down below in the description if you're curious and want to see them. You can work in your Gluebook however you want. You can go page by page or by bouncing around, adding things wherever they seem to fit. Sometimes it feels more like building a mood board, and sometimes it becomes a collage style art page. Personally, I treat my Gluebooks as collage books, but that doesn't mean yours has to look like mine. And one of the reasons I love Gluebooking so much is that it's tangible. In a world where most of our inspiration comes from screen scrolling, Instagram, saving pins on Pinterest, collecting images on our phones, there's something really grounding about working with paper. You're cutting, gluing, arranging with your hands. It slows you down in a way that swiping on a phone just doesn't. And when you flip through the finished pages later, you get that same little spark of joy, but in a format you can actually hold. Gluebooking also has its place in the bigger creative journaling community. Some people use their glue-books alongside art journals, junk journals, or bullet journals. They overlap a lot. Sometimes it's collage, sometimes it's scrapbooking, sometimes it's documenting daily life. But gluebooking is its own thing, and it appeals to people who want the fun of cutting and pasting without the pressure of making art. It's accessible, it's low stress, and you don't need any fancy supplies to do it. At the end of the day, gluebooking is about collecting and creating in a way that feels good to you. It can be simple or layered, playful or serious, themed or completely random. There's no wrong way to glue. So that's what a gluebook is, at least in my world, and I hope this gives you a sense of the idea and maybe even inspires you to start one yourself. If you want to learn more about gluebooking, check out my playlist with more of these type of videos. I will link it on screen here somewhere and down below in the description. For now, thank you for watching, take care of yourself, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Till next time, bye!